Hello you beautiful bastards. Today I'm going to be covering some dodge roll combos. This video was done in the light category, so these may be viable for like some medium and heavy, but I'm not sure about all of them, so mainly about the light, so just keep that in mind. So there were some stamina changes that weren't mentioned in the patch notes that came to open beta. Now these changes are covered really well by DukeSloths. I'll provide his video in the description below so you can go check that out and get a better idea. But just to give a short rundown, basically your stamina recharges a lot quicker now. So that being said, some of these combos play to that advantage, so then you can either gap your opponent, you can catch up to your opponent, or even just be dodging projectiles or melee swings or whatever it is you want to do to avoid the attacks of your opponent. So just quickly before we get into the combos, I'd like to say that if you press dodge without pressing any directional keys, then you will automatically dodge backwards. That's something that I didn't know until I accidentally did it. So for people that don't know that, that's how that works. So let's get into the first combo. A lot of people will know this already, but for the people that don't, when you do a dodge roll, if you weapon switch at the end of the dodge roll, you will cancel the standing up animation that you kind of do at the end that slows you down. This increases the speed of your character and how you dodge quite quickly. So an example of this is to dodge, weapon switch, wait until your stamina starts moving so it's above 50 and you don't get exhausted, dodge, and then switch. You can repeat this as many times as you like, and it definitely increases the movement speed of your character. Alright, now let's get into some things that I haven't seen much in the beta. I haven't seen many people utilizing this to their advantage. Using prone is really useful in your dodges, especially when you're trying to avoid projectiles. An example of this is to prone and then dodge. Before you perform a prone, you must let the step animation go forward. If you do not wait for your character to start his animation to go for the first step, then you will just prone in place. So just keep that in mind. Now for this example, my weapon is sheathed away, so I automatically stand up. But if you were to have your weapon out and do the same thing, you will be in crouch. So I have a couple of combos here that will get you out of that crouch really quickly at the end of your dodge. There's two things that you can do to cancel the crouch out animation after you dodge out of prone. So let's have a look at this. Firstly, you can step, prone, dodge into a jump. Now I'd only suggest to use the jump near fences or obstacles if they are in your way, because the jump animation is a little bit slow. The reason I say that is because of our next combo. Our next combo is step into a prone, into a dodge, and pressing crouch really quickly after you do the dodge. Doing this cancels the crouch animation really quickly, as you can see on screen. So once you get this down pat, you are able to do bigger combos like this. Step, prone, dodge, into a crouch, back into step, prone, dodge, into a crouch. So you're going to be able to be avoiding those projectiles really well. A lot of people are aiming up, so they're never really aiming at your feet unless they're using some sort of thing like maybe fireball from the fire staff or something like that. So generally speaking, you're going to avoid most of the projectiles that they're shooting at you if you're running away. Now that you can see that there's sort of combos that you can flow with, you can now add in certain weapon abilities to be able to get more space, give your stamina more time to be able to recover, so then you can dodge more and be more mobile. An example of this is step, prone, into a dodge, weapon ability, then into a dodge, as shown on screen. So as you may have seen, using a weapon ability out of prone dodging doesn't give you the crouch animation because you've done the ability, so now you're standing up. So you don't even need to press crouch here. Your weapon ability cancels that for you. And then you can just repeat this process over and over if you wanted to, as long as your abilities are off cooldown. You could do some pretty huge combos with dodging when you start getting the flow of things. So an example of this is step into a prone, dodge, weapon ability, dodge again, into prone, dodge again into crouch very quickly to cancel that animation with your weapon out. If you haven't noticed already, every single one of these combos do not put your stamina into exhaustion. This is really good because if there is an emergency, you have that extra dodge or your stamina coming up and you can use it to have that last little dodge at any time that you need it. Once you kind of understand the fundamentals of what's going on here and what cancels what, you can combine these in many different ways. These are just some of the examples that I've come up with to show you guys. I'm sure there's many more. All of these combos today you can do without the prone if you want, and on every dodge you can go any direction you like. You don't have to go in a straight line. So I hope some of these dodge combinations help you in some way. I'm mainly using these for PvP, but I'm sure they're very useful in PvE in certain scenarios as well. Leave a comment in the description below if you find a bigger combo than I've made here today that is fluent and keeps moving. It would be awesome to see what sort of dodge combos you guys come up with. So that's all for this video today. I'll see you in the next one.